Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Spotlight. Today we are bringing you an update from tennis, from the tennis world. You know, if you're a tennis fan, if you have been following the sport for the last 10, 20, 12, 20, 15 years, you must be a relieved man or woman today, right? Because finally, there is a worthy successor to the big three, to the big four of tennis, Carlos Alcaraz. You know, there was a video right after the Wimbledon final on Sunday. There was a video going viral. You know, a 12-year-old Carlos Alcaraz, he was asked by a reporter at that time, when he was a kid, when he was just growing up, when he was just learning the art of, mastering tennis. He was asked what would be your, aim when you become a professional, if you become a professional. And he said, winning Roland Garros and Wimbledon. Well, Carlos Alcaraz has not won Roland Garros yet, but he has won Wimbledon. And winning Wimbledon, a 20-year-old winning Wimbledon is not new. There were men who have won it when they were 17, Martina Hingis, Maria Sharapova. But at 20, Carlos Alcaraz winning Wimbledon holds a lot of significance because Wimbledon since 2003 has been won only by 4 men. And Carlos Alcaraz has broken that, streak. That streak that was a little frustrating as well, right? If you had seen the build-up to the Wimbledon final on Sunday, NOVAK Djokovic had not lost on center court since 2013, but a few tennis fans wanted that streak to end, wanted something new to arrive in tennis, and that new sensation is Carlos Alcaraz. We have seen so many times, right? Novak Djokovic talking about how Federer, him and Nadal are the next gen. He literally taunted the next gen. They literally toyed with the next gen. The likes of Dominic Thiem, the likes of Alexander Zverev, the likes of Grigor Dimitrov from that era, the likes of Dominic Thiem, Holger Rune, Casper Ruud, all of them have had the talent, have had the splash, but they have not been able to break the big three's dominance. 23, 22, 20, the big three literally dominated the men's single circuit for like 20 years. But Carlos Alcaraz seems to be the real deal, right? Wimbledon final, playing only his 13th Wimbledon match. To be fair, grass court is not Carlos Alcaraz's strength, but only in his 13th match he won the Wimbledon crown at 20, and that too against a guy who looked like unstoppable on grass at least, right? Since 34 match unbeaten run on Wimbledon, and since 2013 he had not lost at the center court. 10 years and 8 days. That's an immaculate streak to be broken, right? And Carlos Alcaraz did that with some panache. He lost the first set. When he lost the first set 6-1, we all thought it was a repeat of the French Open semi-final. Let me take you back to the French Open semi-final. Carlos Alcaraz was touted as one of the favorites to win the French Open earlier this year. His strength was clay court, and he came into the semi-final with a lot of confidence, but he couldn't do it. He succumbed to nerves. He had cramps. 4 sets, he completed the match. That was a well-deserved, a well-worthy thing, but he couldn't test Djokovic. He lost in 4 sets with cramps and 6-1, 6-1 in the last 2 sets. But from there, to come back, to win Queens, to win Wimbledon is a phenomenal feat, right? Carlos Alcaraz has shown that he has that ability to improve so well. After he lost 6-1 in the first set, we all thought it was going the French Open way. But the way he bounced back, keep in mind he was about to lose the second set also. He faced a set point, he conceded a set point, but he saved that and bounced back so strongly. And in the final set, the kind of lobs, the kind of drops that he played under pressure, to closing out a Wimbledon final against a Novak Djokovic is not an easy job, but the panache with which he closed it out, that final service game, he gave no chance for Novak Djokovic to come back late and trouble the young man. But the young man really stood up and won the Wimbledon title. And this is a change of guard, right? We have seen Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal dominating. And at 20, Carlos Alcaraz has won 2 Grand Slams and won on what people are calling probably his weakest surface. That's it in the latest episode of Spotlight. We'll come back to you with a lot more details from the India tour of West Indies, the Ashes, and a lot more. Thank you.